So you might notice this board hanging in your area sometime in the very near future. I just wanted to give you a quick overview on how this is supposed to work. The idea is that everyone can use this board, but especially pages, because you guys spend a lot of time in the collection and know what's going on out there. And you could use this board to alert us to sections that maybe are really full or really empty because of the stuff going with the floating collection. So here's how it works. Up at the top you'll see we've got our different areas: adults, children's, Spanish. Down the side we've got sort of sub areas: all, new, zeros through 900s for nonfiction, A through Z for fiction. So let's say you found the DVDs and the letter S was way too full. So you'd go up here, adult, we've got DVD, and then we'd go down the side all the way till we got to the letter S. Now, as per the instructions here, we would put a plus if it's too full, or we'd put a minus if it was too empty. So we'll just say Blu-ray S is too empty. Now, ideally, a librarian can check this board daily, and if they find that certain areas are full or really empty, they can make some decisions about possibly floating stuff or doing some shifting around and that kind of thing. Let's take a quick look at the kind of stuff we're talking about here. So something like this, where it's tight and you're worried you might not be able to get anything else on the shelf. That's the kind of thing that we definitely need to know about. So remember, you'd go back to adult, and because we're in the 370s, you'd mark down 300s and you'd put a plus. Now let's say you saw something like this, right? Yeah, this is pretty full, medium, and then completely empty. That we don't need to know so much about. If you have time to shift that, you can feel free to do that and move this space to accommodate the rest of what's going on these other shelves. Now let's say you came over to the young adult area and you had 3 shelves that looked like this. That might be a case where you might say, this is looking a little empty. So you'd head back to that list, find the appropriate area, and put a minus. Again, this is all based on your guys' judgment, so you know what the collection usually looks like. So if it's really full or really empty, we want you to be able to tell us about it. Once the marks are all made, it'll be the responsibility of a librarian to check that area, figure out the problem, and once it's fixed, to erase it. So you don't even have to worry about erasing the marks. Just make them, and then it's the librarian's responsibility to get it taken care of. I hope this is a really good system for us, and I hope that we can all work together to keep the collection manageable.